Hey there guys, how are you? Welcome to Q&A number 13. Lucky number 13. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to get my car tomorrow, run over a black cat, kill a guy on a ladder, and then I'm going to shatter some glass. Okay, let's start here. John, what is your favorite Chuck Norris movie? I pride myself on not having a favorite Chuck Norris movie. Not having one of those makes me feel more like a human being. Hey John, just wondering if you can do a parody of Jingle All the Way for Christmas. Put the cookie down. You know, I don't know. I don't know about a parody for Jingle All the Way, but I could see... You know what? Maybe. That's a possibility. I'll keep that on the back burner. Are any of the flashlights you own LED? That's an odd question. Yeah, I do have a few LED flashlights. What is your favorite Brad Pitt movie? You know, off the top of my head, I'd say Troy is definitely one of them. It's definitely not Interview with the Vampire. I'm trying to think of some other Brad Pitt movies. Oh, you know what? It's gonna have... My favorite Brad Pitt movie would have to be the David Fincher movie, Fight Club. So... You can either, I was going to do the line where he talks about acid burns on the hand, but I don't remember how it goes exactly. Oh, you can either neutralize the burn, or you can... Why am I even talking still? I need to shut the hell up and start reading. Hey John, just wondering if you can give my little sister a shout out. Their names are Pam and Shy. Hello, Pam and Shy. Shy. Her name's Shy. That's odd. I've heard of Shay, but not Shy. Man, the best Jason Statham film is Snatch, closely followed by Lock, Stock, and Smoking Barrels. That's a possibility. Hey John, have you played Slender? I have yet to play Slender. How's the lighting in here? Is that better? How's that? Or that? I like that. Alright, hey John, who's your favorite Prometheus character? I like the android played by Michael Fassbender, David. Creepy bastard. Like, you don't... How can you trust that? You know what I mean? I'm sorry, an android with that kind of personality, why didn't they... Like, if you're gonna make any android in the future, all androids should be women. No offense, but they should be women. Yeah, I don't want a strong android who has... You know, some kind of weird testosterone program going through his head. I want a woman who's an android who's great at making sandwiches, and that's what I trust. Plus, they're never going to be able to overpower you. By the way, I was just looking. My closet's right behind you. Look at this picture I made of Tom Green when I was in high school. Like it's a caricature of Tom Green. My bum goes on the camera. My bum goes on the camera. Whatever happened to Tom Green? Is he still alive? He's definitely not relevant. Have you seen any Elvis movie? If you have, which one is your favorite? I can't even name an Elvis movie off the top of my head. I've came across a few. I remember one where he wears like a captain hat. I don't know. You want to hear a story about Elvis though? I had a teacher in high school who had a best friend. When he was younger, he went to school with Elvis down in the South somewhere, and my teacher's friend was a Jewish guy, and Elvis used to always make fun of him. He's like, "You stupid Jew," and ain't nothing but a hound dog. But anyway, so that kid that went to school with Elvis said he was nothing but an asshole. I don't know. What is your favorite Price movie? Vincent Price? Oh, favorite Vincent Price movie. I don't know. I was never a huge Vincent Price follower. Which one would you rather be, a vampire or a werewolf? I think I technically am a vampire. You know, I sleep all day. I like to drink blood. No, I don't. What else? If I could, I'd sleep in a dark... if I could, I would sleep in a coffin. That seems comfortable. But a werewolf would be kind of kick-ass. But then again, you know, you turn into a werewolf, it's not very comfortable. You're gonna rip through your clothes every full moon night, and then you're gonna come back all muddy and you're gonna, you know what I mean? Plus you're gonna get fleas because you have long hair. I'd go with the vampire thing. And plus you can live forever. I mean, that's what I want. What is your favorite kind of cheese? It's no secret to hide. My favorite kind of cheese. American. Maybe a little pepper jack every once in a while. Also, do you remember when Tupac and Biggie got shot, and when did you first know about them? I remember I was on the school bus, and there's a whole bunch of, little kids. They were into rap. I didn't know. And I remember them all talking about Tupac getting shot, and then I was like, wasn't Tupac in a gang? Is that maybe what happened? He was in a gang and he got shot? That happens, right? Eventually? Okay. Hey John, I asked a question way back in the comments. I don't think you'll get to it, but just in case, I asked, what 90s movie do you remember going to see in theaters? I remember seeing tons of 90 movies. I remember seeing Face Off. I remember seeing Jurassic Park. I remember seeing Aladdin. I remember seeing Jingle All the Way. I remember seeing Toy Story. I remember seeing Hook. I remember seeing Super Mario Brothers. Blank Check. Last Action Hero. Just to name a few. Which bad guys that we haven't seen in any of the Batman films would you like to see on the reboot of the movies? I said Mr. Freeze. Actually, I did a Blog TV last night, by the way, guys. And I told people on Blog TV I was recording it with my camera, which I did. But the problem that happened there was I forgot to plug in the microphone. So I didn't think that video would be very fun to upload. It'd just be, no audio. John, do you drink beer or liquor? I would be I'm a casual drinker, a sociable drinker. Unlike my uncle, who is an alcoholic, who doesn't have a license anymore and he has to ride a bicycle around town. Anyway, I would be more of a beer guy. Liquor, you can't really enjoy it, and once you really do enjoy it, you're done for. You're over. And then you wake up in the bathroom covered in your own vomit. What kind of weapons would you stock up on if there was a zombie apocalypse? I would say full-on assault rifles, automatic machine guns. I don't like revolvers. I just want to be able to spray, shoot, and run. That's the motto of my life. Hey, hey John, the trailer for Christmas Story 2, what do you think of it? It's total fucking shit, man. It's a junk ass. Besides the first Nightmare on Elm Street, which of the Freddy movies do you like? I always thought Nightmare on Elm Street 3 was pretty interesting. You have all the kids in that psych ward, and Freddy, they all have their own little special ability. One girl can do gymnastics, the other guy wants to be the wizard master, one guy's good with puppets, the other guy's a super strong guy. I always thought Freddy 3 was interesting, so I like that one. If you're planning on buying a new DVD Blu-ray shelf, because it looks like the one you have is full. Yeah, it's full to the brim. I got a few empty spots right there. By the way, there's Batman looking at us. But yeah, I do eventually need to buy a new one. Hey John, I'm getting a Blu-ray player because of The Dark Knight Rises. What made you buy a Blu-ray player? Don't answer Avatar. Answer in your epic Batman impression voice. I'm tired right now. That was my Batman voice. I bought my Blu-ray player because I was really getting into movies more so than I ever had, and I was like, I need to see perfect picture quality. You know what? What happened was I went to a friend's house. I seen 310 to Yuma playing on a Blu-ray player with an HDMI cable, and I watched that thing. I was like, oh my god, that looks good. That looks so good. I want that. That's why. If you and your girlfriend get a house, would you make one of the rooms a DVD movie room? I've been staying up countless nights thinking about how I would do that. One of the rooms, for a fact, will be my my office / YouTube room. But downstairs in the basement, I'm gonna put my TV, and then I want to put my movies kind of beside it. So maybe I'll do videos set up there, and then I'll do other videos up in my little YouTube room. So If you went camping in the woods and saw a Bigfoot, would you shoot the bastard or just film it like all the other idiots who just filmed it while carrying a gun with them? If I seen Bigfoot, would I shoot him? I don't have a gun permit, so that probably wouldn't happen. I don't know. I don't know. I guess when I filmed him though, I wouldn't shake the camera and maybe I'd put it in focus. Have I watched Looper? Yeah, I've seen Looper. It was good. Yo, John, you ever seen Starship Troopers? I like Starship Troopers. It had Gary Busey's brother in it. I'm Gary Busey. It was a very B-rate Van Hoven movie. Verhoeven. Paul Verhoeven, yeah. But I liked it. It was very B-rate, but it was good CGI, surprisingly. John, what is your favorite musical movie? I would say Wizard of Oz. Do you watch the show on the Sci-Fi channel called Hot Set? No, the only thing I watch on the Sci-Fi channel is a show called Face Off, where they do the makeup and stuff, like movie effect makeup. Hey John, personal question. Did you ever have a bad crush in school or college, and did you have any advice as how to deal with it? Yeah, of course. I had several crushes in high school and especially middle school. I don't know. Sometimes you just think the girl's too good for you, so you avoid it, then you just like fantasize about her. But I guess find a way to run into her accidentally, and then try to strike up a conversation. Group settings always help. Hey John, if you have any kids and when they eventually grow up to be teens one day and they see your videos that you uploaded, how do you think they would react and how would you respond? Daddy made some mistakes. I'm sorry. You know what? I would love to show my kids those videos. I think that would be very interesting because I think for the most part kids don't really know their parents, you know, because they never really know how they were when they were younger. And I hope my videos will be around one day because I'm going to set my kid down probably around the age of, I want them to be a teenager so they can really comprehend what's going on. And I'm going to say, look what I've done. Do you think I'm cool now? And then he just looks at me and says, I'm running away, Dad. Hey John, can you please give me a shout out? My name is Zubin Jacob. Thank you. Hello, Zubin Jacob. Zubin Jacob. That's like a futuristic name, man. One question, have you watched Blade Runner, directed by Ridley Scott and starring Harrison Ford? I've seen Blade Runner 2 times in my life. I'm not a huge like fanboy for the movie. I like it. I like the special effects. I think they're great. It's interesting. And you ever notice movies like Blade Runner, like not even they could even comprehend the future, you know? They're sitting there on video phones talking to the wall. Okay, I'll be over later. It's like, I have a cell phone. I don't need to talk to the video wall, you know? That stuff's interesting to me. John, do you think you have what it takes to survive on an island by yourself like the one Tom Hanks did in Castaway? As long as I have a volleyball, I'll be okay. Maybe Tiny Todd. I'll talk to Tiny Todd for a couple years. But then again, I would probably try to hang myself like he did in the movie. What are your thoughts on the Chucky reboot? I don't give a shit. I really don't. It's probably just gonna be junk. I mean, look at the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot. What a watered down piece of shit. Have you seen the Joel Schumacher 1999 film Flawless with Robert De Niro and Philip Seymour Hoffman? I don't think I've seen that movie. Are you up to take New York and hold it hostage while me and some friends? What the fuck is this one? Are you up to take New York and hold it hostage while me and some friends? With me and some friends. Good Lord, it's late. I don't know what... Yes, sure. I'd rather rob a bank, though. Was Johnny Utah an asshole for not shooting Bodie when he had the chance? I think Johnny Utah did the right thing. Bodie was a good friend, though he was a bank robber, but you know what? He deserved a pass. Hey John, I'm one of your biggest fans. Can you give me a shout out? My name is Mel. Hello, Mel. Thank you for watching, and without you, I am nothing. Have you seen Looper? I talked about that. What movie do you think is better, Fight Club or Seven? That's tough, man. I personally prefer Fight Club because that's funny. We just talked about Fight Club. I personally prefer Fight Club because I love Edward Norton. Like, he's just such a consumer in the beginning of the movie, talking about like his lampshades and all the shit he bought from IKEA. I really like that. Plus, you got Bob with the bitch tits. That's what I like. Which movie do you think? I just answered that question. What do you think if the new Die Hard trailer? I don't know. It doesn't really excite me very much. It just kind of looks like a mediocre action movie with Bruce Willis in it. Which movie do you think? Which movie do you think is better, Kick-Ass or Inception? I know Inception is a better movie. I know that, and that I would testify to that. But for rewatchability, I like to watch Kick-Ass. Like, that Kick-Ass is just one movie you could just turn on and just like, I'm watching this. Inception is kind of like an event. Where should I ask the questions? If you guys, by the way, if you guys have questions, ask them down below on this video. Right in the comments, ask your questions. I'll answer them next week. How have you been, dude? I've been okay, man. What is your favorite cartoon? Nowadays, I don't watch cartoons very often. I remember for a small period of time, I was really into South Park. I was really into the Oblongs. I always liked the Batman animated TV show back in the 90s. Do you like City Slickers? The name's Curly. Yeah, you know what? City Slickers was a very 90s comedy movie with Billy Crystal. I really always liked both of them. I remember back in the mid-90s when they replayed them on HBO all the time. Something about City Slickers always like relaxed me. It was just such a easy to get through movie. It was fun too. Have you seen Fanboys? I have seen Fanboys. I thought it was okay. Which video did you compare yourself to Scarlett Johansson? I've done it a few times. I think I put it on Facebook one time. By the way, if you guys haven't, like my Facebook page. And if you guys have questions or comments and, that don't fit into the Q&A, or if you guys want to show me something cool, go to my Facebook page down below, the link, and like it, and then I'll show you pictures of me and Scarlett Johansson sometimes. By the way, that's where you can find that picture. Search in that. Hey, dude from Scotland, can you do a Scottish accent? Oh, don't you know, lassie? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? I'm sorry, Batman. Gone 7 years ago. I don't know what that was either. Did you hear my either? I sounded British for a second. John, wherever the fuck you live at was destroyed and you have to be relocated to either of these locations, which one would you rather go to? California, Seattle. Remember, it rains a lot in Seattle. Which will keep everyday fuck indoors and allow you to roam the city. Okay. California is expensive, but Seattle, to be honest, I like it rainy. I like the gloomy rainy days. Seattle would probably be... California, though, is a big state, so where at in California? Do I get to really pick the exact location? Okay. Do you think director Paul W.S. Anderson is mediocre? Resident Evil, Mortal Kombat, Death Race, Event Horizon, Three Musketeers. Paul W.S. Anderson. Yeah, but I like Mortal Kombat 1. I always enjoyed it. There was something weird about it. Maybe it's because I was really into Mortal Kombat at the time. But I liked it. Plus, he's married to Mila Jovovich, and that's a plus in my book. But his movies are dog shit. Yeah, I completely agreed. Hey, John, listen to my joke. A man walks into a library, asks, I'm looking for a book on small penises. It's not in yet. Yeah, that's the one. Hey, how did you and Chris Stuckman meet, and how long have you known each other? I met I made the background for one of Stuckman's channel. I made the background for. I think he found one of my videos talking about Broken Arrow, and then we started talking after that. What Q&A did your Tommy from The Room impression? Which Q&A do you... That's a very odd sentence you put there. I'm actually going to read it how you typed it. What Q&A did you do your Tommy from The Room impression? There we go. That made sense. I'm sorry. It's my fault. I didn't know how to read. I did. I don't remember. I literally don't remember. And one of the last 12, I did it. Somewhere in there. Hello, doggy. How are you? Gee, what is with my impressions today? Oh, hi, Trina. How are you? Hello, doggy. Bye-bye. Do you work forearms when you go to the gym? Yeah, I do. Best thing to do for forearms. There's 2 things you can do. And do you mind if I stand up to show you? Okay. The one you can do is you take the barbell. Okay, you set it on the rack behind you. And you put whatever you feel comfortable with. I usually, when I do this, I put a 45 and a 45 on each side of the barbell. I stand in front of the barbell with it behind me. I hold it like this, and then I do that. I do that about 20 times, all the way up. Sometimes if you want to hold it, it makes you feel sexy, and then you put it back down. Another thing you can do is you can take the dumbbells. I usually take a 25 and a 25. I hold them side by side like this, and I curl my forearms up like that. Hold it, go down, hold it, go down. And after about 15 of those, what I do is I still have my hand, and my forearms are about to explode. And I do this with them. I do this with them out like that. Just turn them back and forth. That will just make your forearms explode. Your veins will stick out like a heroin addict, and you'll never feel better about yourself. Who is the greatest superhero of all time, Batman or Superman? Come on. I got this damn thing in my room. What do you think? Do you think they should reboot the Fantastic Four movie because the 2 they made sucked asshole? I added asshole. Yeah, definitely. I think there's a lot of room for improvement, and I think they actually are rebooting that. John, what is your favorite color? I'd say blue. If Stanley Kubrick made one more movie, what genre would you want it to be? Sci-fi. Let old Kubrick make another sci-fi movie. Do you think they should reboot the Terminator movies? I don't think they should reboot it. I think they should continue somewhere with them. If you were to get tatted, what would you get? I couldn't get a tattoo. I'm very picky and anal retentive, and plus I'd feel like I wouldn't be happy with it. John, if you were a UFC fighter, how many wins and losses would you have? 28 losses, 0 wins. Do you think they will make another M.I. Wit Tom Cruise? Oh, and Mission Impossible Tom Cruise. I thought they were already in talks to do that. John, I think your reviews and vids are awesome. You freaking rule. My question is, what kind of video camera do you use? I've answered this question so many times, I actually remembered it now. An HDR XR 160. It's a Sony video camera. Hey John, do you watch a Mr. Movie Night, Cool Duder, and what movie? Yeah, I watch them all. Hey John, what up? Black Friday's coming. What do you expect you'll buy? Whatever's decently priced. I'm waiting for I want all Blu-rays this year to be $3. So anything that's $3 that I don't own, I will attempt to buy it. What movie can you watch over and over and never get tired of? Point Break, Stand By Me, Terminator 2, pretty much anything that was in my top 20 list. Superbad. What else is there? Somehow I watched The Dark Knight. I've watched that movie like 27 times on Blu-ray. So I heard James Cameron is directing Aquaman. What are your thoughts? That's a lie. That's a lie. Hey John, you're the best. Got 4. Okay, this will be the last question of the day. He's got 4 questions. Number 1, I don't know what that means. Making G videos. Okay. Have you seen Apollo 18? I have not seen Apollo 18, and I'm not going to. Question number 3. Have you seen Mila Kunis's Esquire photo shoot? I think so, and I liked it. If you should, because it's fantastic. I did see it. Is your girlfriend a screamer or a moaner? She's a complainer. So I think that'll be it for today. Yeah, I think that'll be it. I answered 11 pages. So anyway, guys, thanks for all the great questions. If you guys have any more questions, ask them down below. Anything and everything. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna actually go watch Prometheus now. I meant to watch it last night, but I didn't get a chance to. But I'm actually looking forward to it now. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.